Welcome back, everybody, to the Seattle Sonics, MyNBA franchise, here on NBA 2K22. We're going to continue with the middle of season number 5, and it has been a really solid start to the year here for our Seattle Sonics. We're about halfway through the season, and currently, we have the best record in the Western Conference at 33-9, which is 3.5 games ahead of Minnesota for first place as we look to get the number 1 seed for a third straight season. There are certainly some surprises around the league. A lot of teams who I didn't really expect to be good, and a lot of teams who I did expect to be good, who are a little bit closer towards the bottom. But luckily, we are not one of those surprising teams coming off our NBA championship a year ago. We've been able to maintain a very high level of play, led by the dynamic duo of Oscar Basile and Buzz Wigginton, with great contributions from guys like Story, Giddey, Lawson, Dumas, and others. Despite winning the finals last year and being one of the best teams in the league this year, we are still being really disrespected in terms of the award and all-star races. The only player currently up for an award is Chance Dumas, who is in third place for the most improved player. And then in the all-star voting, currently both Oscar Basile and Buzz Wigginton are not there, despite there being players who have worse numbers on worse teams. So I don't really get that at all, but okay. We're going to hop into this game here against the Los Angeles Lakers, who are currently in third place in the Western Conference. The Lakers were one of the biggest surprises in the league last year, and of course we played them in the second round. It was a competitive series that went 6 games, and they acquired Kyrie Irving in the offseason, and they've been even better as we beat the Mavericks by 33 points. So we're going to hop into this game here at Staples Center, a rematch at the second round of the playoffs from a year ago, which again was a very competitive series going 6 games. The Lakers did not have Lonzo Ball for any of those games, and we were without Oscar Basile for most of that series. So it'll be interesting to see how Oscar and Lonzo play, a couple of former UCLA guards, as Oscar opens up the scoring with a three-pointer. 4-2, here's Mitchell Robinson with the slam. He is the new center. The Lakers traded Isaiah Stewart to the Minnesota Timberwolves earlier in this season. As here's Buzz Wigginton, draws the double team. That means somebody's going to be open. It's Cairo Story who gets his first points of the day off an open 3. Solid start here for Seattle as they lead 11-8. Here's Kyrie Irving with way too much space from Oscar Basile, and I think Oscar was expecting Kyrie to drive inside. Kyrie instead took the shot. Lakers now up by 2. Buzz Wigginton off the screen hits the corner 3 despite some really strong defense from John Collins. 14-13. Here's Irving inside. He's blocked. Great defense by Oscar Basile. And then on the other end, Cairo Story in transition hits the 3. The Sonics are so good in transition. They run the floor better than anybody in basketball as the lob attempt is unsuccessful. Seattle currently on a 6-0 run. Again in transition. This time it's Josh Giddey who hits the triple. Seattle's offense is playing very well with 20 early points, as it's 20-15. Again, Seattle in transition, running the floor. This time it's Chance Dumas, who is open for 3. 23-17. The Sonics are moving up the floor quickly. Here's Oscar Basile with the poster slam. What a dunk from Oscar Basile as the pass is tipped. Seattle gets it back. It's Reddish trying to drive past the big fella. Sends it out for Oscar Basile, who hits the 3. The Sonics are shooting the lights out of the ball so far. They lead by 11. Nice pass inside for the big fella, 7'5", Dax McCollum of Oakland University in Michigan. 28-19, Jalen Smith wide open. Disrespectful defense from the Lakers. Jalen Smith can space the floor. He's got a jumper. 31-19, Cam Reddish with the crossover slam. Seattle's offense still on fire late in the first quarter as it's 35-21. Screen from Dumas. It's Oscar Basile for 3. Won't fall as it goes off the back iron. Good first quarter, though, for Seattle. The offense playing out of their minds so far as we go to the second. Much of the same early on. It's for rookie point guard Lorenzo Lawson with the slam. Lawson's right on the fringe of the Rookie of the Year running. He certainly would have won it if he was on a different team with a bigger role, but since he's the 6th man here, he is having a smaller role. Nice shot for the Lakers to bring it within 16 as Story makes a great cut inside, but his shot is blocked by DJ Jones. Not a bad offensive play by the Sonics, just great defense. And then on the other end, John Collins wide open for the triple. And the Lakers bring it within 13. Collins acquired a couple of years ago in the Anthony Davis trade with Atlanta. There's Freeman Alexander with a nice shot, also in the Anthony Davis trade. And the Lakers bring it within 8. Great start to the second quarter for Los Angeles. Seattle looking to go on a nice little run as Buzz Wigginton hits the open three. Buzz shooting the three ball well this season on higher volume than past seasons. Why not go back to it? Again, it's Buzz for three. The Sonics are right back up by 14. Once the Lakers go on a nice little run, Buzz hits a couple of threes to make some noise as Zytavius Storm misses the three. Robinson blocked at the rim, grabs his own rebound. Third time's the charm. Nice layup for Mitchell Robinson. 53-43. Great pass in the corner. Who do you want when the Martians leave the death beam? I want Iguodala. Isaiah Iguodala hits the three, brings it within 7. Now it's an 11-point lead. Seattle responding well off the timeout. The Lakers looking to do some more damage as McCollum misses. Great defense by Cam Reddish on somebody who's like a foot taller than him. And then Chukwuemeka beats the buzzer but does not make the shot to wrap up the first half. The Sonics look good against a contending Lakers team. 57-46 your score. Kyrie Irving playing pretty well for the Lakers, but other than that, their other guys have all been pretty quiet. Let's move to the second half here, see if Seattle can keep this up and get what would be a big win on the road here at Staples Center as the lob attempt is unsuccessful. Rebounded by Oscar J. Basilan on the fast break. Again, Seattle runs the floor better than anybody. This team is so quick in transition. If you even just lose your footing for a second, Seattle's going to add 3 points on the board. Nice screen on the inbound for Lonzo Ball, who hits the triple in his second stint here with the Lakers. His second stint going a lot better than his first one did. Kyrie Irving then hits the three. We are within 8. 62-54. Here's DJ Jones as his pass tipped away by Oscar J. Basilan. Oscar on the break with the poster. I don't even know why DJ Jones bothered to play defense. I mean, credit to him for giving an effort, but he should have known that was going to happen. 64-54. Here's Tyrone Williams, one of the best 6 men in the league. He'd be a starter almost anywhere else, but with the Lakers' 2 best players being guards, he comes off the bench, and he's a damn good microwave scorer for them. Jalen Smith misses, grabs his own rebound, gets the putback. Jalen Smith is really giving Seattle some high-energy minutes off the bench tonight. He's playing very well. Buzz with the denial at the rim on Alexander. On the other end, Buzz has it back, looking to make this play himself. Drives to the right, throws it down. The best offense is good defense. Buzz with 20 points leading the way. He only has 1 rebound, though, which is low for him. Josh Giddey at the rim, no good. Another offensive rebound and another putback for Jalen Smith, who now has 9 and 6 tonight. 70-57. Lorenzo Lawson steals it away on the fast break. Here's Lawson trying to create some room. Gets the screen from Smith. Lawson with room. Connects on the triple. Nice shot for Lorenzo Lawson, and Seattle continues to maintain a comfortable lead. 16 points, make it 18. And 1 for Buzz Wigginton on the slam. Isaiah Iguodala called for the foul. 76-57. Iguodala at the rim. Oh my lord, what a block by Buzz. Buzz Wigginton dominating on both ends of the floor right now. The Lakers would get the putback, and they get the 3 from Tyrone Williams. So I guess that block kind of worked out for LA. 78-60. Here's McCollum with the and 1. Dax McCollum, 7'5", making the play here on the free throw. His shot would be short. Look at Seattle in transition. Giddey with a dime for Lorenzo Lawson, who hits the 3. Seattle is so good off of missed free throws. They always have one of their guards quickly down the floor. And with having a passer like Josh Giddey, it's so easy to get easy buckets off of missed free throws. Nice three-pointer for Kyrie Irving. It's 83-67. The Lakers are hanging in there, even though Seattle's maintaining a comfortable lead. Lawson on the move, no good. Rebounded by Reddish. He gets the putback. Seattle has been very good on the offensive glass tonight, getting plenty of putbacks as Kyrie Irving misses the full-court shot. So that'll wrap up the third quarter. Another very good quarter of basketball for the Sonics. They lead 86-71. Into the fourth. Here's Kyril Story. His shot is gonna... Oh, it's a pass over to Cam Reddish. It looked like Story was shooting that, but he somehow gets rid of it as a pass, and Reddish hits the triple. 95-79. Lonzo Ball with it. Driving inside. Nice shot by Lonzo to bring the lead to 14. Following LA possession, Williams looking to beat the shot clock. No good. Rebounded by Collins with the monster slam on Uzoma Chukwuemeka. The Sonics call a timeout. Good start to the fourth here for the Lakers as they look to come back and shock Seattle. Here's Oscar J. Basilan on the screen over to Dumas. Soft touch at the basket. for Chance Dumas, who makes the layup, the most improved player candidate. Dumas was very good in the second round last year against the Lakers, which is really where he broke out, and he hasn't slowed down since. Off the block, Dumas over to Oscar J. Basile, who connects on the triple. Only 17 points tonight for Oscar, but he does have 7 assists, having a nice day as a passer. Here's Oscar again for 3. Nice shot for Oscar J. Basile, who's starting to heat up now. 20-point lead with 4 minutes to go. The Sonics now looking to finish it off. Here's the Lakers have it, trying to beat the shot clock, and they do. Nice shot for Jones. 105-85. It's a 20-point lead. This game pretty much over, but why not put a ribbon on it? Oscar J. Basile hits the 3. That would pretty much do it. 119-100 is your final. A good win here for the Sonics, who really dominated in the first quarter, and after that, they didn't look back. This game was never a blowout. The Lakers kept it competitive throughout, but we really never let the deficit get lower than 8 or 10 after the first quarter, and we were able to win this game pretty comfortably here on the road in Los Angeles. Kyrie Irving with 32 points, only 1 assist, but he was very efficient, 14 of 17 from the field, 21 for Lonzo, 10 for Williams. Again, the Lakers' guard play is very good, but their front court really struggled, not just scoring the ball, but really down low in general. Oscar J. Basile with 29 and 8. He outperformed Kyrie Irving, who is getting more All-Star votes than him. 27, 6, and 6 blocks for Buzz. We shot the 3 ball pretty well. We were efficient from the field. We blocked a ton of shots. Overall, good win. So the next game I wanted to play here is against the Portland Trail Blazers for a number of reasons, even though they're not that good on paper. And unfortunately, as I'm simulating, Josh Giddey breaks his right kneecap. He's going to be out 2 to 4 months. So pretty much, he's probably going to be out the rest of the regular season, and he's going to come back sometime during the playoffs. We don't really know. We've had the All-Star draft today. As you can see, no Buzz Wigginton, no Oscar J. Basile. So the Seattle Sonics, who have the best record in the NBA, have no All-Stars, which is just wild to me. How can somebody like Jaylen Brown, who is probably the second option on a bad Spurs team, averaging 22, 7, and 4, make it over somebody like Buzz or Oscar, who are putting up better numbers on a better team? I guess the argument against Buzz is that he missed time with an injury, but he only missed like 3 weeks, and the team was way worse without him. So if anything, that should help his case. I noticed with the other guards in the Western Conference, they have a lot more assists per game than Oscar, but Oscar should shield the in anyway. He's a better scorer than all those guys, and we have a primary playmaker on the roster in Josh Giddey. So playmaking for others isn't really Oscar's main role. Enough ranting about the All-Star stuff. Let's get into games that actually matter here, such as this one against the 25 and 29 Blazers, who have struggled a little bit, but they are doing better as of late, led by the big free agent signing Donovan Mitchell and former Seattle Sonic DeJounte Murray, who was a core piece of our championship run last year. This year in Portland, he's averaging 17, 7, and 7, a move that I think is going to work out for all parties. The Blazers got a great veteran in Murray who was able to recruit Donovan Mitchell, and we were able to get a high draft pick, which resulted in Lorenzo Lawson. Murray got a loud ovation from the Seattle faithful, and certainly a very deserved one, as he will always be a Seattle legend here. But today, he's on the enemy, and we're focused on beating his squad. Hello, that was fast! Donovan Mitchell with an early slam to put the Trailblazers on the board. Here's Oscar J. Basile running the offense as the point guard. Gets it out to Buzz Wigginton, who will hit the open 3. Even with Josh Giddey out, we have enough really good playmakers on the roster to where I think we're still going to be able to be one of the better passing teams in the league, hopefully with Oscar J. Basile at the forefront. Donovan Mitchell hits the 3. Now it's 9-7. Seattle on a 6-0 run, but the Blazers are going to answer with a 3 in the corner from Arroyo Laponte, the Frenchman. Normally, their starting power forward is rookie Deshaun Jones out of Kentucky, but he is injured, so Laponte is getting the start today as Oscar J. Basile hits the 3. We are tied at 14. Murray back inside for Arroyo Laponte. It's an and 1. Buzz Wigginton called for the foul, and Portland is back ahead. Now it's 19-14. Williams gets it over to Donovan, who has it stripped away by Oscar J. Basile on the fast break. Oscar tries to get some room, passes it out to the rookie, Misaki Moon, who hits the triple. Moon is going to be the new 9th man of the rotation, with Josh Giddey obviously out. The Blazers have one of the best second units in the league, with Desmond Donovan leading the way as he somehow makes the dunk. Along with Donovan, they have young guys like Sean Johnson and Zaire Williams, who are really, really good. Oscar J. Basile hits the 3, but back where I was saying about the Blazers bench, they have 2 of the highest scoring bench players in the league. Both Desmond Donovan and Sean Johnson average roughly 18 points per game. Here's center Harlem White with the layup, 25-22. Oscar J. Basile nearly loses it, gets it back. Time winding down. Oscar misses the shot, grabs his own rebound over Desmond Donovan, and gets the putback. Busy first quarter for Oscar. He's got 8 and 5 as Donovan slams it home. This time it's a clean dunk for Donovan, a former top 10 pick at the Houston Rockets, part of the Brandon Ingram deal last year, and obviously Ingram isn't even on the Rockets anymore as Oscar's 3 ties it up. He's got 11. 27-27. Donovan again looking to go inside. His layup is good. Busy start here, scoring the ball in the first quarter for Desmond Donovan. Time winding down. Oscar J. Basile for the tie. It's good, but he got it off too late. 29-27. Portland leads. Very competitive first quarter as we move to the second. Seattle looking to get this lead back. Buzz draws the double team. Kyril Story wide open for the triple. Nice shot for Story. He is now on the board. 37-38. Lawson looks to get the poster. He's no good. Buzz gets it back. Nice play by Buzz Wigginton to quickly react, get to the basketball, and make the shot. 39-41. Zaire Williams, heavily contested 3 is good. Williams is not known as a shooter, but despite being double-teamed, he still makes a shot. Oscar J. Basile drives inside for the slam, quickly making some noise back in the game as it's 42-43. Mitchell gets it over to Zaire Williams. Back to Mitchell with the throwdown. Portland is certainly led by their guards, so hopefully our backcourt can continue to keep up defensively. Not having Josh Giddey certainly is a big loss on the defensive end of the floor as well. Kyril Story hits the 3. We're tied at 46 as the pass is tipped and stolen away by Oscar J. Basile. Bold strategy for the Blazers to just not cover him. Oscar with 16 and 6, doing everything offensively tonight for the Sonics, as it's stolen by Cam Reddish on the other end. Here's Story, back out to Oscar. His three-pointer is good. Oscar's red hot. He is 19 and 7 in the first half. Time winding down. Harlem White with great touch at the basket, making the hook shot. 48-54 as Oscar's 3 at the buzzer will not fall. Good second quarter there for Seattle. Oscar J. Basile shooting the lights out of a ball, which is relevant because he is projected to be in the three-point contest as of now. He won the three-point contest last year. He's joined by some all-stars along with a couple other young players down the board as well. So far, Oscar's looking really good, certainly taking some vengeance out on the league for not making the all-star team yet again. Chance Dumas starts the third quarter with the dunk. Dumas is the new 5th starter with no more Josh Giddey, as Obe Uche blocks the shot from Buzz. On the other end, here's TJ Warren. The veteran has Mitchell open for 3. Nice shot by Donovan Mitchell as it's 51-56. Mitchell, of course, has spent his last 2 seasons in Detroit. He hits another 3, trying to quiet the crowd, and the Blazers bring it within 2. Hot start to the third quarter for Portland as DeJounte Murray gets it over to LaPonte, who has it stripped away by Oscar J. Basile. Again, Seattle runs the floor better than anybody. Lawson hits the shot on the move, and it's 60-58. Lawson certainly a player who's going to need to step up as a playmaker with no Josh Giddey as well, as LaPonte gets the 360 alley-oop lob. Not too bad. Uche blocks another shot. He has been very good defensively down low. And then TJ Warren hits the open 3 to put the Blazers ahead. Portland has dominated here since halftime, and the Sonics are looking to answer as the pass is intercepted by the 6'11" guard, Sean Johnson, who gets it to Harlem White for the and 1. Everything is going Portland's way right now in the third quarter on both ends of the floor. Seattle has to respond as Buzz misses the dunk. Still, nothing is going well for Seattle. They cannot buy a bucket on offense, and the defense is not looking good either, as Sean Johnson hits the 3. One of the best young shooters in the NBA. As I said, he's averaging around 18 a game off the bench this year. Buzz Wigginton with a nice move inside to make the layup as the shot clock winds down. Big bucket for Seattle, who really needed it. Here's Lawson trying to get the step back with the screen from Smith. Lawson, top of the key, 3, nothing but net. Lorenzo Lawson brings the deficit within 4. Now it's up to 6 as Kyril Story has it stolen by Donovan. On the other end, Zaire Williams is blocked by Smith, but Harlem White gets the putback. White has been very productive off the bench. Another guy off this Portland bench who's making noise. Time winding down on the shot clock. Kyril Story somehow gets it to go down as it's 77-71. Final seconds of the quarter. Kyril Story drives inside. No good. Nice defense from White. That was about as bad of a third quarter as you can ask for the Seattle Sonics, who just did not play well on either side of the floor. They trail by 6 going into the fourth. We'll see if they can make a comeback. Here's Mitchell going inside, trapped, but he has DeJounte Murray open in the corner. Murray's been very quiet offensively. He only has 5 points today. The Sonics have really shut him down, but he has been good defensively as Oscar J. Basile misses the dunk, but it bounces in. A lucky play for Oscar. Hopefully Seattle can capitalize off of that play. Obe Uche at the line, misses the second free throw. Here comes the Sonics running the floor. Kyril Story, fadeaway 3 is good. The lead is now within 5. You cannot afford to miss your second free throw against Seattle, because if the Sonics get the rebound, they're gone. Nice lob for Arroyo Laponte, who's done a nice job in place of the main power forward, Deshaun Jones. Seattle wins the jump ball. Here's Story looking to drive by the big fella. Gets it out to Buzz Wigginton, who has the size mismatch. Wigginton, fadeaway is good. And now the lead is within 1 score. Great start to the fourth quarter for the Sonics. They're going to look to keep it going as Oscar draws a double team. Somebody's going to be open. It's Kyril Story, who ties it up on the 3, assisted by Chukwu Mureji. Big start to the fourth quarter for Story, who now has 18 and 6 assists. He's doing a great job playmaking as well. Story blocks Mitchell, and it's Seattle's ball. Everything is going the Sonics' way here in the fourth quarter. Seattle now leads 85-87. Obe Uche tries to lob it for Laponte, and instead it's caught by TJ Warren, who hits the mid-ranger to tie the game. 87-87. Here's Dumas out to Oscar J. Basile with the slam! What a play for Oscar, who's got 25 and 10 now with the reverse poster on Laponte. 87-89. Time winding down on the shot clock. Kyril Story in isolation. Story hits the shot. He is too big for Donovan Mitchell. I think it's like a 9-inch difference between the two of them, and, well, Kyril Story capitalizes. 4-point lead, making a 6-point lead off the slam from Chance Dumas. Now Seattle leads by 8. The Sonics are dominating here in the fourth quarter as Warren gets it to Uche. Over to Donovan Mitchell for 3. The Blazers cut the lead to 5. 97-92. Oscar J. Basile trying to get somebody open. It's Buzz Wigginton, who blows by Obe Uche and slams it home on the dunk. 92-99, under a minute to go. Mitchell is blocked by Story. Seattle quickly trying to run the floor, looking to put a dagger into this game as Story gets the screen. Story on the move. Mid-range jumper is good. 9-point game with 36 seconds to go. That's pretty much all she wrote. The Sonics take this one home, 101-94. We played very well in the first half. We played very well in the fourth quarter. We played horribly in quarter number 3, though. Luckily, we had a big fourth quarter, and we were still able to win this game against a tough, young, and hungry Portland Trailblazers team. 27-11 for Oscar J. Basile. That might be in a career high for assists for him. I'm not sure. 24 for Kyril Story. He had at least 15 of those in the fourth quarter. 19, 14, and 5 for Buzz. Dumas also in the double figures. As for the Blazers, Donovan Mitchell led the way with 30 points, but also on 30 shots. Other than that, they didn't really have any outstanding players. Donovan, Warren, and Laponte also in the double figures. Murray was pretty quiet with 5, but he did have 10 assists. So we're going to get to the final game of the day here against the Boston Celtics. I've had this game circled on the calendar for a while. They're the best team currently in the Eastern Conference, and although they have struggled recently, they are still very, very good. Much of their struggles over the past month or so has been because they have not had Jason Tatum, who will be returning today. Perfect timing for the Celtics, and he has been outstanding when he's been on the floor this year. The Celtics appeared to be entering a rebuild in the offseason. They traded Jaylen Brown for the 3rd overall pick, which was center Yazid Nkrumah Bekijijwe, who might be the most talented rookie in the class, and he has been very, very good for the Celtics, averaging around 18, 9.5 with great defense as well. They also added some scoring in free agency with Jamal Murray, along with Dikembe Mutombo, the favorite for most improved player. We know this name very well. Mukwamu's played for the Sonics the past couple of seasons. We let him go, and he has been unbelievably good for Boston. I am not shocked in the slightest that he has been this good. He was always super efficient, but on low volume, and I figured with a bigger role, he would be a star, and he has been exactly that. I don't regret letting him go at all, because if he was still here, he'd only be averaging 11 or 12 points per game. So I think it really worked out for all sides that Mutombo got to have a bigger role, and he has been a stud ever since. Before the game, we got a trade offer from the Montreal Royals. They want Buzz Wigginton, and I don't blame them because they are the worst team in basketball, but I'm going to need a better return than this. I mean, come on, this is like a bag of chips. They are offering us their first-round pick this year, which should be very valuable, but it's top 5 protected. Along with that, they're also offering us Mr. 27 Days, 27 Nights. No, I'm good. I would prefer to not have players on my team who beat women, so I'm going to decline this trade. And I guess I would have declined it anyway if Miles Bridges didn't beat women, but whatever. Enough of that. Let's hop into this game here against Boston. The best team in the West against the best team of the East in what could be an NBA Finals preview. Jason Tatum's first game in over a month as well as the Celtics get that one to bounce in off the layup of Duncan Hayes, the former number 2 overall pick out of Washington State. Kyril Story misses the shot. Buzz with the putback in the and one. Fred VanVleet, the former Sonic, with the foul. The Celtics have a few former Sonics, not just Akenji Mukwamu, but also Fred VanVleet, along with Kelly Oubre Jr. Another putback for Buzz, who's got 5 points off of exclusively offensive rebounds so far. Seattle running the floor. There's Oscar J. Basile hits the 3. The Sonics are looking good early. I'm not surprised the Celtics are starting slow. They haven't had Jason Tatum in the lineup for a month, so naturally it might take a little bit for them to get gelling. So now it is 10-7 after the 3 by the former Sonic VanVleet as Dumas misses the slam. Buzz Wigginton's then blocked by the rookie out of Nigeria, Nazid Nkrumah on the other end. VanVleet is denied. Great defense from both sides. I imagine there's going to be more defense in this game than a regular season game because this is not some regular game. These are the 2 best teams in basketball trying to prove something. Nice lob for Nkrumah as it's 14-11. Daniel Gafford over to the former Sonic Kelly Oubre, who gets it to Duncan Hayes. Duncan Hayes, of course, selected number 2 overall a couple years ago and what was one of the most surprising picks in recent memory, but he's a good player. Nice slam by Oscar J. Basile, dunking on his former teammate Kelly Oubre, who was picked in the original expansion draft, was here for a little bit over a season before he was eventually traded and has bounced around since. Jamal Murray blocked. He got nearly hit on the head there. Jamal Murray and head in the same sentence. Wouldn't be a first. Lorenzo Lawson hits the 3. That'll make it a 5-point lead here for Seattle, 21-16. Lawson with the step back on Hayes. Gets the screen from Smith. Lawson again. This is a big primetime game, and the rookie, Lorenzo Lawson, is looking good off the bench. The moment does not appear to be too big for him. Duncan Hayes with the slam. Hayes is getting off to a fantastic start offensively here in the first quarter. 24-22. Oscar J. Basile connects on the triple. He has 10 first quarter points. Seattle leads by 5. Under 20 seconds to go in the quarter now. Here's Cam Reddish looking for the screen from Smith. Reddish drives inside with the slam. Killer Cam Reddish makes it a 5-point game, 29-24. Final seconds of the quarter. Oscar J. Basile at the buzzer. Won't fall. Pretty good start. Seattle looks good. They lead by 5 going into quarter number 2. We'll see if the Sonics can keep it going. Early screen from Smith. Lorenzo Lawson for 3. This time it won't fall. Smith with the rebound. He gets the putback. Jalen Smith continues to do the dirty work down low off the bench. I think he's had a good year, even if his numbers don't necessarily pop off the page. Duncan Hayes finds an open man. It's Fred VanVleet. Good ball movement by the Celtics. VanVleet is playing better now than he really ever played for Seattle. That was a very disastrous tenure between VanVleet and Seattle. Jason Tatum makes the 3. We'll see if he can really start to get heated up after not playing for upwards of a month as Lawson gets the screen from Buzz. Lawson looks to drive inside. He has an open man in the corner. It's Chance Dumas. Boston was looking good early in the second, so that's a nice play to stop some momentum as the Celtics have it back within 2. Hayes back out to Tatum for 3 and the lead. Nice shot for Jason Tatum, who's starting to find his shot, starting to get back into a rhythm. Boston leads by 1, but not for long. It's Chance Dumas again with the triple. 39-37, Seattle leads. Back and forth second quarter. Boston looking for the lead back as it's the former Sonic Akenji Mukwamu, one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA. Mukwamu in Seattle was always known for how efficient he was as a three-point shooter. Here in Boston, he still has that efficiency, but on way higher volume. Nice 3 from Duncan Hayes, who continues to probably be the Celtics' best player today, to bring the lead to 4. Now it's a 2-point game as Jamal Murray loses it. Stolen by Buzz on the other end. Buzz gets it over to Oscar J. Basile, who makes the moving mid-ranger, and we are tied at 43. Continues to be a very competitive second quarter. Screen from Nazid Bekazizwe as Tatum gets the and 1. Buzz called for the foul. Buzz was on fire in the opening minutes of this game, but ever since then, he has not played all that well on either side of the floor. Story no good, grabs his own rebound, gets the putback. 6 and 6 in the first half for Kyril Story, who's been pretty good so far. Hopefully he can take more initiative as a scorer. 5-point Boston lead. Oscar inside for Reddish, who gets the goaltending. That takes a lot of balls from Reddish to try to dunk on a 7'4" behemoth of a human being. So he'll be rewarded with 2 points, even though the shot didn't go in. 49-52. Oubre at the buzzer. Won't fall. Very competitive first half, but the Celtics outscore Seattle by 8 in the second quarter. They lead this one 52-49. Certainly still anybody's game as we look at the dunk contest race. No Oscar J. Vasilin, who's won it 2 years in a row, but Kyril Story might be in the dunk contest, which is pretty cool. Oscar leading the way for Seattle with 12. We'll see if he can keep it going here in the second half. Here it comes, Chance Dumas with the quick throwdown. Hopefully the Sonics can start this third quarter strong, trying to get back into the game. Not that they're out of the game, but get this lead back. Again, it's Dumas over to the big fella, Uzoma Chukwuemeka. He's not known as a shooter, but the occasional three will happen from him. 54-55. Here is Dikembe Mukuamu. Nice shot. Mukwamu's been quiet today, but he has had a couple go in, now with 7 points. 54-57. Murray inside. He's denied by Buzz Wigginton. The Celtics get it back, however. Van Vliet with the screen goes inside. Van Vliet's floater is blocked again, this time by Chukwuemeka on the other end. Buzz Wigginton, wide open mid-ranger, is good. That's Buzz's first points since like halfway through the first quarter. He's missed a lot of shots since then. 56-57. Screen from Claxton. There's Murray. He gets it to go in somehow. There have been a few dunks today that like tipped around the rim, but managed to go in. 58-59. Here's Oscar J. Vasilin out to Reddish with the and one slam. It's Tony Bradley with the foul. Mukuamu was in the area as well. Reddish would miss the free throw, so it remains a 1-point game. But Seattle does have the lead for the first time in the quarter. Not for long, however. Shot clock cheese. Again, it's Dikembe Mukuamu who makes the shot to put Boston ahead. 60-61. A beautiful slam for Oscar J. Vasilin. His first points of the third quarter off the screen from Buzz. That arguably could have been an and one. It looked like Claxton kind of grabbed his arm. 64-61. Cam Reddish. Heavily contested three is good. Very productive game off the bench for Reddish. He's giving Seattle some great minutes tonight, and the Sonics lead by 6. Very good quarter so far here for Seattle. The Celtics cut the lead at half, however, off of a heavily contested three from Jason Tatum. 69-64. Time is ticking. Fred Van Vliet with it, and he gets the and one right at the end of the third. Lorenzo Lawson called for the foul. Rule number 1 of defense, don't foul the jump shooter. Rule number 2, don't let him make the shot. Lawson's half quarter is no good, so that'll wrap up the third. Seattle looked very solid there in that third quarter, but Boston did play well towards the tail end. In the fourth quarter, here's Kyril Story with the 360 poster. Oh my lord, what a dunk from Kyril Story. 61-79, Story has it back, looking to drive by Oubre, and he does! Kyril Story is cooking right now. Kyril Story is at his best in the fourth quarter, and so far today, that again appears to be the case. 73-69, another three from Tatum. Tatum's been a little bit gun-shy attacking the basket, but he has done a good job of spacing the floor and hitting his outside shots. 77-72, look at the jelly from Dikembe Mukuamu. I know he's a good shooter, but I didn't know he had that in his offensive bag. 79-74, Mukuamu has it again inside for Murray. I did not know Jamal Murray could do a standing dunk like that so easily. He's like, what, 6'2"? I didn't know he had that type of vertical. 79-76, Lawson in the corner for three. That'll double Seattle's lead. Nice shot for Lorenzo Lawson, and it's 82-76. Dumas inside, no good. Rebounded by Buzz, who makes the reverse slam. 15-11 tonight for Buzz, who has been inefficient offensively, but he's been making some nice plays like that one. The Sonics now lead by 8 all of a sudden as Tatum is blocked by Buzz right as the shot clock goes down on the other end. Back out to Buzz. He gets into the corner for Lorenzo Lawson, who hits another three. Lawson with a pair of triples in that corner here in the fourth. Seattle now up by 11. They are dominating here in the fourth quarter. Boston looking to get back into it as they make the three from Jamal Murray. Seattle calls the timeout here with a little bit over 4 minutes to go, 87-81. Oscar on the screen from Buzz. Back out to Buzz. He sinks the three. Buzz has struggled from beyond the perimeter. He's only 1 for 5 from deep, but that's a big make. Here's Oscar J. Basilian with 18, 8, and 7. He's got a real shot at his first career triple-double as he finds Kyril Story, who hits the open 3 in the corner. Look at the score. Seattle's leading by 14. Oscar is intercepted by Yazid Nkrumah-Bekajizwe. On the other end, here is Fred VanVleet. He hits the 3. Boston within 11. Oscar J. Basilian tries to lob it up for nobody. Somebody was supposed to cut to the basket there. On the other end, Dikembe Mukuamu sinks the triple, and that will bring the deficit to 8. Seattle is in the driver's seat here. They cannot let go of the pedal, and they should be fine. 10-point game now with 40 seconds to go. Murray for 3. It's good. Nice shot for Murray off the inbound, assisted by Mukuamu. And then Seattle's looking to inbound, but it's tipped and stolen by Murray. Back out to Tatum, who finds Murray again, and the Celtics cut the lead in half within about 10 seconds. Seattle's got to play smarter basketball here. They have to be more careful on the inbound, and they are. They would miss the shot, however, so on the other end, Jamal Murray is fouled by Oscar J. Basilian. That's his 6th. He's out of the game. No more Oscar for Seattle, who would be shooting free throws for the Sonics in this late-game situation. Murray would go 1 for 2 from the line, and it's Uzoma Chukwumereji, who would actually make 4 free throws in a row for Seattle. He's not a great free-throw shooter, but he would sink 4 as Jamal Murray misses the 3, rebounded by Chukwumereji, and that's all she wrote. Lawson dribbles out the clock, and the Sonics win this game 103-95. It was a close game throughout. Boston is a tough team, and I think they're going to be better later in the year once they continue to find a chemistry with Jason Tatum back in the lineup. But a good win to go on the road on the other side of the country and beat a dominant team like this. Certainly a good win. 27, 8, 6, and 5 for Jason Tatum. Murray was solid. Dikembe Mukuamu was a little quiet. 14 points, 2 for 7 from 3. Duncan Hayes was really good in the first quarter. He did not play after that, and I have no idea why. As for the Sonics, 20 and 16 for Buzz. Oscar J. Basilian nearly had the first quintuple-double in NBA history with 18 points, 9 boards, 9 assists, 8 turnovers, and 6 fouls. He did have the highest plus-minus on the team, so all of his good plays and bad plays led to a net positive. Everybody else played well too. Story, Dumas, Lawson, Reddish. Overall, a good win. So we're going to wrap up the episode here. Next time, we're going to go over the trade deadline and the All-Star festivities. I think we're going to wrap up the regular season in the next episode as well. We're currently 7 games ahead of the Timberwolves for the #1 seed, so I imagine this final stretch of the year won't really have much drama for us, which is why I want to get right into the playoffs. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get through the rest of the regular season next time. Hope everybody enjoyed the episode. Make sure to like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Peace out. Go Sonics.